Alright, so this, not gonna lie, with this thing, I eventually ended up looking it up, because I am apparently very stupid and don't know a lot of these things. Anyway, so the last one we need to put in here is an A, and we finished it. Can I examine it again after I finish it? Yeah, so that's that finished. I did some of them on my way out. A lot of like the Big Dick Castor one, like, it was way super specific. It was, anyway, that's that finished. I think I go over here and mail it off or whatever. Why am I so slow? There we go.
With my luck, the crossword puzzle's right, but it'll get lost in the mail.
We'll see. So I should get $100 for that. But let's go ahead. This is starting to... The movement thing's set at 100 cycles. Let's see if I can, like, refresh it. Or something. There, well. It's like, it doesn't want to move. Well, the turning wants to move, but the forward doesn't want to move. Let's see. I don't think that did anything. Anyway, let's talk to Louie.
These doors lead to the Brew and Stew. It's the only place in the neighborhood to get a decent meal.
I feel like they reused lines from the last game.
The Brew and Stew, Louie's diner, is more of a home to me than my place at the Ritz. Louie's probably my best friend if I have one. He's always making sure I get enough to eat, and he runs me tabs for months at a time. My current debt is up to $200. But with the smell of fresh coffee and Louie's special home cooking, the Brew and Stew always has the welcome sign turned on.
Mike! I noticed you talking to that older gentleman last night. I bet Rook $20 that he hired you to do some work for him.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy to report that Rook owes you $20, though I'm sure he's going to be real happy about paying off the bet.
I think Rook's only nice to members of the fairer sex, and not too many of them. So I was right. You did get a job.
Sure. We'll talk to our buddy, our friendo.
My client's looking for a friend of his. He's not having too much luck finding him. He gave me a nice advance to see what I could turn up.
Congratulations, Mike. It must be a relief to be working again.
Yeah, and how?
You said it. It's actually why I came down here. I'm hoping you can help me with the lead.
Can I offer him the money from my inventory? Please don't give him all the money from my inventory. Yeah, there's the 200 I owe him.
You're okay in my book, Mike.
That was it? That was it? Okay.
Sorry, Mike. Haven't heard of him. The cops came in and closed that place down a couple weeks ago. Turns out they found Rusty's body in there. Someone dumped him in a barrel of acid. Created a lot of conversation in here, I'll tell you. I guess that's the name of the girl who sings up at the Fuchsia Flamingo. I haven't seen her in action.
I'm assuming we're gonna have to go there eventually.
That's the new club up the street. Seems real nice. I gotta get up there sometime. I saw Malden a couple weeks ago when the cops came by to clean out Rusty's place. He hasn't changed much, except around the waistline. I'm pretty sure I've never heard that name. Yeah, I remember this guy. Came in here to eat a couple times. Probably a month ago. Sorry, Mike. Haven't heard of him. I don't like to talk bad about people, so I got nothing to say about Nilo. I just saw him talking to you. That's about it. Rook's just an ordinary son of a gun, but believe it or not, he's pretty soft underneath.
I don't believe it.
What are you asking about me for? I ain't nothing special. Chelsea's the sweetest girl I've ever met. There's nothing I'd like more than to see you two together. You're okay in my book, Mike, no matter what anyone else says.
Mate, who's everyone else? What? Hey, what? So he's been here a couple times, apparently. Wait, is this not a pizza joint anymore?
The Slice of Heaven's been vacant for months. During one of my previous cases, I did a job for the former owner, Francesca Lucido. Helped her get a divorce from her dirtbag husband, and she took him to the cleaners. Last I heard, she was dating some young stud named Julio and renting a condo in Miami Beach.
Good for her. Can't go in there. Alright, so... this movement is going to drive me insane. Can I use the keyboard to move? No. Ugh. No, why does it go so slow? Open up the door. Let me in.
The electronic shop opened last year, and I got to know the previous owner, Ham Underwood. I got an electronic shop credit card under somewhat shady circumstances, and I ran up a good-sized bill during my last case. I hear there's a new owner now, some guy named Zach Williams.
Hold it right there. Get your hands up where I can see them. All right, now, take out your electronic shop credit card. Ah. Nice and easy. So you're Murphy. I just got your photo from the credit department. We were wondering when you'd show up here again. I got orders about you. Straight from corporate headquarters. Sorry I gotta do this. But... Now then, what can I do for you?
I guess we're gonna have to pay cash, and I guess that means I don't have to pay him back. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, so I think we'll use a terrible pun to break the ice.
Well, I guess this means my credit's shot. You know, I'm almost certain I sent you people a payment.
Really? I wonder why we haven't received it.
Beg for clemency. Give an elaborate explanation. Well, you see here.
It's my accountant. He's got a little problem. And I'd fire him in a second if it weren't for little Timmy and his tragic medical problem.
Your account is over 120 days delinquent, and you owe us $1,230.
Say what?
That amount includes one fax machine, $399, one laser blade, $29, A film developing kit? $179.
For that piece of crap?
You bought it. And $623 in interest.
What?
$623 in interest.
Ask for the former owner. I'm gonna do that.
So where's Ham Underwood? He and I are old buddies. Look, I think I can make a deal with him.
Ham Underwood doesn't work here anymore. In fact, I don't think he works anywhere anymore. I heard he opened his mouth just a little too wide and someone big shut it up for him. Permanently. Now pay me the $1,230 you owe me or get out.
The standard customer threat.
All right. But I hope you know that your insensitive behavior is forcing me to consider taking my business elsewhere.
Sounds good to me. Until you pay off your account, you can't buy anything here anyway.
Okie dokie. I didn't want to buy anything just in case, or pay off my debt. Just in case I need them. Like, I don't know if the money is... if the money's like... if I'm gonna have enough, or if I have to, like, pick and choose.
I got one of these, and it's a real beauty. I used to have a battery pack like this for my Robco toys. This computer has way too many keys.
Yeah, because computers need keys.
Tissot watches. Last one I had broke down.
So, I'm assuming we don't need anything out of here yet.
Photo analyzer. Most of the photos I've seen don't require much psychiatric help.
Funny. Let's get out of here. Now, we do have to pay our rent, which is... where... well, can we go anywhere? Oh, why? The slowdown! It's... kind of like shift or something?
I guess they have to keep this door locked now that people are storing their stuff here.
Oh, they've actually turned it into a storage.
The title to this warehouse has been passed around more times than a 50-cent piece. Right now it's owned by Acme Storage.
Acme Storage for Acme Storage space. Can I look in the head?
The police were down in the sewer last week cleaning out the scum. That's the two-legged kind. Apparently some drug dealers were doing business in the tunnels below the street. I heard a deal went bad and someone got killed.
Well, we're gonna have to go down there probably eventually. Or not. I don't know.
The Golden Gate Hotel was shut down a couple of months ago. Turns out it's a big fire trap. I hear the owners are planning on gutting it and then fixing it up.
What, you mean they don't have the consort business there anymore? Dang.
Oh, the Coco Cabana. I heard that Clint, the local chocolate junkie, opened some kind of business up at Coit Tower.
The Coco Cabana.
A sermon on the joys of not eating meat, to be delivered by Reverend Gary. Okay. This gate opens up to the alley behind the Golden Gate Hotel.
Oh, well, okay. We've got a couple new places we can go to. Why is it that, like, all of a sudden I can move, like, I can move fast now?
So, this door is the delivery entrance for the Fuchsia Flamingo.
Oh, man, there's gonna be so many places I'm gonna have to go. I guess we're just gonna move super slow. I'm gonna have to pause between going places with how slow this game moves now. Come on.
Hold it right there, you sneaking piece of slop.
obviously pleasant or obliviously pleasant. Hey there.
Hello, Nilo. Good to see you, too.
Ain't we polite today? Strolling in here like some kind of sunbeam from heaven. Tell you what, fork over the money you owe me, and I won't kick your butt all the way out into the street.
How much do I owe him? That's a good question. Can I offer him his wallet instead? I'm gonna end the conversation. I'm gonna save this real quick. Just in case.
Nilo is undisputed proof that man evolved from apes.
Haha. Alright, so I guess we can see how much we owe him or whatever.
Hold it right there, you sneaking...
Yeah, play it cool.
Calm down, Nilo. I'm not going anywhere.
Damn straight you ain't. Where's my money? You owe me 3 months back rent, pukehead. Come strolling in here like some kind of sunbeam from heaven. Cough it up.
How much do I owe though? Okay, so let's give him his wallet first.
Got a whole new respect for you, snotface.
Oh, that was it. That was it. Okay. 2,100? That leaves like no money if I pay off the other thing. That leaves me with 1,400. I owe the one guy 12 something, and then I'm getting 100 back.
That's more like it.
What?
Well, now that we're all square, can you take a look at a photo for me?
No comprende?
Wait, I gave him his... Oh, did I do this wrong?
I said I can use your help.
I heard what you said. It's just my meter ran out. Of course, you see no.
Oh, no. Well, if that... Ooh. No. That's not... No. Well... So if that's the case, can I steal the stuff out of his wallet?
So, my landlord dropped his wallet, and it's full of cash. Of course, I could return it.
No, give me the money. Alright, well, I'm gonna wait to give him the wallet then, because maybe then he'll be... I don't know, nicer. So, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. So... Okay, so if we give him the money, as we did...
Now maybe you can answer a few questions for me.
No comprende?
Hey, I had no idea you were bilingual, El Nino.
No one ever talks to me like that. Get the hell out of here, sicko.
Okay.
What now, Pinhead?
Look, Nilo, I'm working on a case. If you help me solve it, maybe I'll have money to pay rent next month.
No comprende?
I don't want to offer money, though. Like, I have his wallet. Like, can I just take the money out of his wallet, then? Can I combine my money with the wallet? Okay, so I have to pay him more money. So is it worth paying him the full cash for... I trying to decide whether I want to reload it again. Whatever. Okay, that's another 100. I wonder if I just have to, because like, then what's the point of having his wallet? Anyway, okay, well, here. Why would I offer $300? He said he just wanted... Oh, because I don't know. I wouldn't know that. Because if I was the first click on this, I wouldn't know.
Yeah. That's better, amigo.
Guy, you're an idiot. Can I ask about...
Never heard of him. Yeah. They turned that place into a storage unit. I was thinking about buying it. Only I was a little short on capital.
Uh-huh.
I ain't familiar with that name. Nope.
Nope.
Recognize the man in this photo?
Yeah, I seen him before.
What can you tell me about it?
He used to stay here. Gone now.
Which room did he stay in?
Hey,
What name did he use when he signed in?
Matthews. Tyson Matthews.
Okay. Well, thanks for the help.
Oh, the pleasure was all mine. P-break. Don't know a thing about it. We only stayed here a couple of weeks. Paid up front for 2 months. But he's too late to get a refund.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't familiar with that name. She's the one who sings over at the Flamingo. She's been in here before. I got a few things in mind for her.
Take a shower, sir.
I've been there a couple of times. The drinks are watered down, the service sucks. But the singer, she's a nice piece of work.
Gross.
What are you asking about me for? You want to ask me out on a date?
Okay, that one was funny.
Nope.
Nope, didn't mean
Never
to click
heard
that
of
one
him.
again. Meant to click on this one.
Nicest guy on the street. Me and him, we talk the same language.
Anger?
I'd like to wipe the smile off that fat guy's face. But he ain't a bad cook.
I feel like this dude would not be, no, he like wouldn't be good in a fight.
I got a few things I'd like to teach that Chelsea. If you know what I mean.
Why does that sound like domestic?
Look, as long as you pay the rent, I don't care if you're the Queen of freaking England.
England survived the Armageddon. Figuring out all the things that lasted the Armageddon. So he was in A.
Apartment A is through the door by Nilo's desk and up the stairs. Nilo's had a hard time keeping tenants, so Malloy was probably the last person to stay in the room. Hopefully I'll find a lead once I get inside.
Alright, well, before I try to do that, I think I want to go check out that bar place. Oh god, everything moves so slow. Can I go in?
The future Flamingo certainly has the nicest doors on the street.
Hello? Alright, so I can't go in there. Never mind. Defeats the purpose, unless it's not, I don't know, nighttime or whatever. Wait, is there 3 doors? No, well, what's this door? So A would be up the stairs. A. Oh, I need the key to get in. Which I don't have.
What a scumbag. Nilo knew I couldn't get into the apartment without the code, and now he'll probably want to charge me a few $100 for it. At this rate, I'm gonna be broke again in a hurry.
Well, then what's the point of having his wallet? Like, I don't get it. Because if I don't get anything out of it, what's... So now I gotta pay even more money to have... And I still can't pay off the electronics unless I'm not necessarily supposed to. Like, maybe paying off Rook wasn't important. I feel like I may have screwed up here. I don't know, but I'm gonna give it another save. Just realized I forgot to unpause my pause. Oops. I was gonna go ahead and do thing, but I kind of wanted to look around a little bit more, because I don't know if that's gonna end the day or whatever. So I feel like looking around a bit, see if I can go back there, go talking to the dude over here, and I can actually move around quickly now. I say before I start going super slow. And yeah, wait, what's that?
I guess this letter didn't quite make it into the mailbox.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Moral dilemma. To mail or not to mail? That is the question.
Oh! Wait, okay, hold on a second. So, is this one of those... Oh, so I have the extra money in my... Now let me see.
I may regret this the next time I'm eating dog food for breakfast, but right now it feels pretty good.
Yeah. So I have the extra money as long as I'm holding the item. Okay, that makes sense. So I guess those are the good, bad decisions I'm making, or whatever.
The Coco Cabana was just opened by a reformed bum named Clint. I met him during my last case when he was living in a dumpster in an alley behind Rook's pawn shop.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know, Clint, some men, they just can't wear a toupee. But it looks pretty good on you.
Yeah, and that's what your mom told me, right before I slapped the handcuffs on her, like I do every Saturday night.
What is going on here?
Yeah, right. Well, my mom goes to bingo on Saturday nights. Besides, I don't think you're my mom's type.
Well, that's what you think. Women dig me.
Just like I digged in a trash can, and I lived in it too. Okay.
Okay, well, I can tell you're just in one of your moods. How about serving me up a nice vanilla Frogurt?
Vanilla's for pansies. The only thing I serve here is pure creamy chocolate. And if that's too strong for you, well, then get lost.
Does he? Sorry. Okay. So he's all about being. He's still a coca fiend.
You know, I heard that eating excessive amounts of chocolates can result in hallucinations.
Yeah, and at the moment I'm having a vision of a PI being bludgeoned to death with a blender.
Wait, is that chocolate all over its face?
Yeah, it's bad, isn't it? When my grandma was strung out on Demerol, she used to see dancing monkeys.
Ha ha! You're a real comedian. So why don't you come a little bit closer and I'll try out a few of my punchlines on you.
What is going on?
Come on, I'm only kidding around with you. I just came by to ask you a couple of questions.
All right, but make it quick. I don't want you scaring off any of these potential customers.
All right, so I'm just gonna end that conversation there because I don't really think he has anything to tell me. Plus, it's time to stop the episode. So when we come back, we'll keep going. I may try to go in that hole. I feel like there's a few more things I should probably explore, like over here. See if I can't go in there. Go there, talk to that dude, go in here. And then we'll go and, I guess, try to spend more money to get stuff. I need more cash. I need cash. But anyway, y'all take care. Almost ended it. Y'all take care, and of course, have a good one.